And you can hear me.
I can hear you and see you.
Okay, thank you. Appreciate it. And hi, Haley. I can't see you, and I'm sad, but I'm so happy you're here.
Me
My
too.
mom's been so lonely, you guys. Thank God you're back, Lisa and Haley.
We're back.
She's been crescent lunging like that, like for 3 weeks by herself. Okay, I'm putting my mic in.
Oh my God.
Okay, I'm muting you guys, and then I'm going in there. Muterama. Okay.
Miss Ruby, are you ready?
Ruby's ready. Oh,
she's ready.
They're Fabletics. Do you have a... Yeah, they're new, kind of. They were like, they did this sale. These were like $13 or something. They did this like 70% off sale or something. Fabletics, I like hate them, but I like keep. I have a membership. And I'm like, oops, I have 3 credits. Better spend them. I like this conversation. I can understand. Hi, Sandra, right here. Just for you. All right, friends. Hi, everyone. Thank you so much for being here. Good morning. Okay, let's see. Quick announcements. This weekend, Saturday, I have my embodiment class here. So I teach it once per month, and it's usually the 3rd Saturday of every month. So this will be the 3rd Saturday of the month. So it's 7 to 9 in this space. It's yoga, breath work, and sound. So it's 2 hours, and it's just like the full shebang. I really recommend trying it if you're in town and you don't have anything to do. I personally think it's like the best of all the worlds, and you get just an experience where you leave feeling like lighter than when you came. You leave feeling like something happened inside, even if you don't know exactly what. So yeah, please come if you're around. It's $30 per person, and you can sign up in advance, or you can just show up and pay when you get here. And then I'll announce Abby Daw is in class with us today. She's going to start teaching here. Many of you probably remember Abby. She taught with us back at Center City, which was like, what, 10 years ago? More? 12 years?
2010 and then didn't do it after the time. So I've been with you guys until 2020.
Yeah, and then she kind of dropped off, did her own thing, and she's still doing her own thing, but she's going to teach a couple classes here. So it will be Tuesdays and Thursdays at noon. So if you don't make it to this class and you want to catch a nooner, Abby's got you. No. And then Thursdays at noon as well. And it's power hour. And she's awesome. If you haven't taken Abby's class, I highly recommend. She was one of the teachers that trained me. Yeah, in the very beginning. So Abby Dog Good Yoga. And then what else? I guess that's really all I've got. We have a holiday market coming up in December. So if there's anybody in here that like creates something that you want to sell to the public, this might be your big chance. But if you'd like a booth, if you're interested in having a booth at our holiday market, then get the information from me. It's really easy, and I actually have done it before just because I like to make crafts, and I sold like a bunch of my crafty stuff. But you can even share a booth with a friend if you want, so you can split the cost and you can each have something you're selling. So if you're interested, let me know. And then that's really all I can think of. Victoria's in class as well. She teaches here if you don't know her. Most of you do. Fridays, 10:30. Slow flow and restore. Okay, let's do yoga. So go ahead and find your comfortable seated meditation. And I personally usually like to move a little bit before settling into stillness. So if you want to kind of get your wiggles out, move around, maybe even just move your shoulders around or kind of work your neck a little bit. And then as you are ready, Find stillness. Settle in. So eventually close your eyes. Bring your hands to rest somewhere in some way intentionally. So I like palms face down if I feel like I want a little more grounding, or palms face up if I want a little more openness, receptivity. Maybe you even like to bring your hands to your heart, or one hand to heart, one hand to belly. So be here for just a moment and really allow yourself to arrive in this space. So whatever you've got going on in your life outside of these four walls for now, see if you can kind of let it just fall away. And feel yourself. Feel your body here on your mat. The ground underneath you and its support, its stability, the way it holds you. And see if you can even connect with that energy, that sense of groundedness, that sense of support. And feel into the space around you. So the air around you, the temperature, the texture of the air, and even the energy of community. And start to notice the space inside of you as well. So feeling into not just physical sensations, but also energetically, how do you feel this morning? Emotionally, what's present for you this morning? Feel into the rise and fall of your own breath. The next time you inhale, just fill up as big as you can. When you think you are full, see if there's even an extra little sip of air you can find at the top. Open your mouth and then big sigh, let it out. Ah, very nice. Do that again. Great big huge inhale. Hold in fullness. See if there's an extra sip or even two. And then open your mouth and let it go. Ah, all the way to emptiness. And then begin again. One more, just like that. Biggest inhale you've taken all morning long. Pause at the top. See if you can keep holding your breath, but relax and soften just a little bit around your held breath. And open your mouth. Great big sigh. Ah. Good. Seal your lips now. Begin to cultivate your ujjayi breath. So it's a deep diaphragmatic breath. Each time you breathe in, you want to feel your entire torso, your chest, your ribs, your belly, your upper back, mid back, low back, your side bodies even expand with each inhalation. So you get bigger, you inflate, you take up more space as you breathe in. And then each exhale, it's a slow and steady letting go all the way to emptiness. It's a slow and steady hugging back in, emptying out. The very bottom of each exhale, see if you can feel what we call Uddiyana Bandha, that navel to spine connection, your core lock. So make your breath super important. How much awareness can you bring into simply breathing in and out? Maybe you visualize your breath as it flows through you. So you can even use your imagination. Stay right here for as long as you would like. Come back here during practice at any time you want. If you are ready to move, you're welcome to start moving just from your seat at first. So maybe circling your torso around, or taking some seated cat-cows or even some twists. Maybe taking your arms up, stretching through your sides. So absolutely anywhere you want to go, just from your seat. And then whenever you are ready, transition onto your hands and your knees and keep the exploration going. So keep feeling around. Once you're on hands and knees, there's about a million ways you can explore from there. I like to imagine myself as a four-legged animal, a four-legged creature, and just feel into my body like I've just woken up from a long winter's nap. I'm getting ready to go on a jog or a run through the jungle. So how would you stretch? How would you feel? How would you move as you're preparing for movement? How would you breathe and create space inside your body? So how creative or intuitive or curious can you become just by closing your eyes, breathing deeply, and feeling around? Can you find spaces inside of you that you didn't even know existed? Can you feel into new muscles or maybe new ways of engaging through even your hands or your fingers? So take as much time as you would like. I'm going to say around 5 more breaths, exploring in this way. Then eventually, downward facing dog is where we'll all end up. So whenever you want to start your transition back to down dog, go for it. I love it. Really nice, you guys. So I notice when people come to yoga for their first or second time, that intuitive movement is like the most uncomfortable thing. It's hard for people to close their eyes and just be in their body. So I love to see those of you who have come for years, it just feels good to you. I can tell you're feeling around. So give yourself a little pat on the back. Once you're in your down dog, keep exploring, keep feeling around, maybe puddle out your heels or give your hips a little shift from side to side, give your head a little shake, yes or no. Sometimes I like to take my feet all the way out to the width of my yoga mat and kind of transfer my weight on the diagonal from side to side. Or you can even windshield wiper your heels from side to side. There's so many ways to explore from your down dog. And then just a quick question from me to you. If you would like a hands-off practice today, you would rather not have physical adjustments or hands-on touch, please don't feel embarrassed or ashamed to make yourself known. I do not take it personal at all, but just give me one leg in the air as a little signal. All right, thank you so much. So back to your down dog, a couple more big deep breaths. And now if you want to lift one leg in the air and then the other leg in the air just to feel around, go for it. So see if you can let go in your down dog of getting your heels to the ground or your legs straight. If that happens for you, awesome. But first, focus on the length from your fingertips all the way up to your sit bones. So maybe that means you have a great big bend in your knees and you're up on your tiptoes. That's perfectly fine. So how much length can you create from your fingertips through your side bodies, through your spinal column? And then can you feel your connection to center? You guys look awesome. Take one more big inhale into your down dog. And then as you exhale, look to the top of your mat, and however you'd like to get there, forward fold. Hang out in your fold for a couple of breaths or so. You can ragdoll if you want, grab opposite elbows, kind of sway or bob or bounce it out. Maybe you even bring your hands behind your head and interlace your fingers at the base of your skull, give the back of your neck some traction. So try not to tip back into your heels and lock out your knees, but instead bring your weight a little more forward, so more into your toes and the balls of your feet. And then see if you can feel your core engage as you lift your butt towards the sky. So even if you have a big bend in your knees, you try to lift your butt up, you could feel that stretch in the backs of your legs. One more deep breath here. With your next inhalation, halfway lift position. So spine parallel to the ground. Get all the rounding out of your back. Exhale, release, and fold. Do that once more. Halfway lift. Back of your neck long. Sides of your neck long. Exhale, let it go. And then this time, all the way to stand. So come through your halfway lift and keep rising. Reach up, stretch tall. Hands to your heart as you exhale. Nice job, friends. Flow with your breath here. Inhale, high mountain. Exhale. See if you can lead with your heart. Hinge at your hips all the way down into your fold. Good. Beautiful. Nice, Christine. Halfway lift position. Inhale. And exhale. Release. All the way to empty. Connect to your center. Lead with your heart. Rise. Inhale. Stretch tall. Maybe even gaze up. Exhale. Hands to your heart. One more time, just like that. It's your half sun salute with breath. Inhale, reach. See if you can take the entire length of your exhale to slowly dive down. So traction out your spine, then fold. Yes. Awesome, River. Inhale to your halfway lift. Nice, Sophia. And as you exhale, let it all go. Fold in, relax your neck, press into your feet, engage your core, and rise up. Heart leads, arms to the sky. Beautiful breathing. Exhale, hands to your heart. Good job. This time, inhale, take your arms up. Let's go for a side body stretch of your choice over to the right. So maybe right hand to your hip. Maybe you grab hold of your left wrist. Maybe you interlace your fingers, or even take a yin-yang variation. Your bottom arm can reach the opposite direction. So you do you. Most of your weight, whatever variation you're in, most of your weight or more of your weight should be in your left foot. Press into the inner edge of left foot especially, and then breathe into your left side. Breathe into your left rib cage, the space between your ribs, your left waistline. Take one more deep breath. Very nice. Inhale, back to center. So realign and then switch it up with your exhale, other side. So probably the same variation, but if you want to take a different one, it's totally up to you. So feel into what's there. Root down into your right foot, especially the inner edge. It's like a crescent moon. Breathe into your right side. Nice, Louise. Keep your right shoulder back and down, plugged into the socket. Take one more round. Good job. Inhale back to center. And then this time, exhale, hands behind your back, interlace your fingers. If your tendency is to lock out your elbows like I'm doing right now, see if you can instead bend your elbows and then press your palms together like they're suction cupped. Squeeze your elbows towards each other like they're magnetized. Keep all of that and then start to reach your hands back. If you want, I think it's a little more intense. Keep pressing your palms and see if you can steeple your index fingers towards the ground. Now, maybe even add the slightest little back bend. So hug in with your inner thighs, press your hips forward, pop up your heart, gaze up. One more big inhale. Nice, Nicole. Keep your clasp. Exhale, hinge at your hips all the way down. Fold. Hang out in your forward fold with your fingers interlaced. Good job. For a few deep breaths. So see if you can lift your butt towards the sky. See if you can lift your knuckles towards the sky. See if you can relax your neck more. Soften your face. Take one more inhale. Good job, Tracy. Exhale, hands to low back. Release your clasp. Then let your arms hang down. Give them a nice little shake out. Halfway lift on an inhale. Exhale, plant your hands. Step back to plank position. So pause at the top of your push-up. Find your strength. Spread your fingers really wide and push the ground away. Draw your belly button in and up. See if you can take little baby rocks forward and back. So it's like you're sawing through a piece of wood with your body. Yes. Breathe into your back body. Take one more inhale. You can come to your knees if you feel like modifying. Exhale, lower just halfway. Chaturanga, hold until you're empty. Inhale, push back up. Yes, exhale again, halfway down, strong arms, strong belly, even strong legs, squeeze your quads. Inhale, push back up. And this time, all the way down slowly. Nice, Victoria. Take a back bend of your choice. No hurry. So maybe it's a baby cobra, full cobra, Spider-Man cobra, up dog, sphinx, locust, anywhere you want to go. And then whenever you feel complete, back to your downward facing dog. Big, deep breaths. Slow, spacious. See if you can use your breath to hold and support you in each pose. So in your down dog, every time you breathe in, see if you can feel a lightness, a buoyancy. Every time you exhale, see if you can find a connection to your center, to your intrinsic strength. Uddiyana Bandha, that navel to spine connection. You guys look so good. Couple more rounds in your dog pose. Feel whatever there is to feel. Notice whatever there is to notice. If there's heat building in your body, see if you can just let it build. Let go of resistance to it. Take one more inhale. Exhale, look to the top of your space. Step, tiptoe, or hop. Forward fold. As you breathe in, find your halfway lift position. Stick your butt out. Press back through the tops of your thighs. Exhale, fold in. From the press of your feet, heart leads, rise all the way up. Arms reach up. Beautiful, friends. Hands to your heart. Exhale. All right, let's build our flow. Inhale, arms to the sky. And then this time, chair plane. So bend your knees, sit low, swing your arms back behind you. Rather than rounding and looking down at the ground, see if you can keep a little cobra in your chest. So lift your heart, shoulder blades hug your spine. I even like to bend my elbows and squeeze my elbows towards each other behind my back. So see if you can feel your back strength as you do that. Nice, Sarah. See if maybe you can sit a little bit lower, stay here, or option to float up onto your tiptoes. So rock forward and lift your heels super high. Yes, now you have more range of motion in your legs. See if you can bend your knees more. One more breath. Nice, Jess. Maybe stay on your tiptoes. Inhale, high mountain, so as tall as you can grow. Maybe stay on your tiptoes as you dive down ever so slowly. Stick your butt out. It's an exaggeration of what you want to feel every time you dive down. Halfway lift with your heels on the ground. Inhale. Exhale, plant your hands, feet back, move through your vinyasa however you would like. See you back in downward facing dog. Nice, Kirsten. Good, Louise. Awesome, everybody. Good awareness. Big, deep breaths. All right. From your down dog, inhale your right leg to the sky. And if you want, feel free to open your hip or kind of explore through your right leg. But in your next couple of breaths, square off your hips. So eventually your inner thighs face each other. And your right hip faces down, slightly back. Nice, Sandra. See if you can lengthen through the back of your neck so you're not gazing forward. Back of your neck is an extension of your spine. Hug in with your left inner thigh so you're not sinking into your outer left hip. Take one more big inhale. Awesome, Chris. Exhale, right knee to your nose. So stay here and scoop out your belly, shoulders over wrist. Push the ground away. Breathe in. On your back, tippy toes. Exhale, step through so softly, low lunge. Nice, Laurel. Rise when you are ready, crescent lunge. You can take your time. So hips are square, and the objective is not to go as deep as you can, but to find the balance of effort and ease. So see if you can hug towards midline, find the effort here. Pull front hip back hip forward, and then soften around that structure. So that's hugging in, that's building your strong foundation. Front hip pulls back hip pulls forward, and then from your upper body, create your own unique expression. It doesn't mean you have to move your body, but embody it. So how do you want to feel? What energy do you want to invite in? How can you create that? With your big deep breaths, or even through your fingertips. Are they spreading wide or are they softening? Take one more big inhale. Very nice. As you exhale, hinge forward, reach back, just like we did in our chair a moment ago. So heart stays lifted like you're in a little cobra with your chest. If you need to, scoot your back toes forward a little bit, preparing for balance. So find your center, hug in with your inner thighs, navel to spine connection, and then float your back foot off the ground. airplane pose. So we're going for a smiley face shape from the top of our head back to our heel. Awesome, Charles. Hips are square. Use your back muscles to lift your heart. Use your inner thigh muscles to lift your heel behind you. One more round. Yes, come back, soft landing, crescent lunge. Inhale, and then exhale, hands to the earth. Ah, good job. Add a twist, so stay in your lunge. Left hand on the ground or a block, right arm to the sky. Good, beautiful, friends. So legs stay strong, and then see if you can twist from your center. So rather than twisting from your hips or your shoulders, feel the twist right underneath your rib cage. Nice, Christine. Breathe down into your low belly, low back. And as you exhale, see if you can twist just a little further from the inside. Doesn't have to look any different on the outside. Nice, Sydney. Take one last round. Ah, good work. End of your exhale. Let it go. We're not going to do this in our flow, but for right now, walk your hands all the way over to the left long edge of your mat. Parallel your feet. Straighten out your legs. Anywhere you'd like to go from this wide-legged forward fold. So feel free to even stand up if you want to, play with headstand, handstand hop, skandasana, twist, anything that your body is calling for, anything you want to get curious about. Job. If you're working your fold, friends, see if you can bring your weight to slightly forward and squeeze through the front of your thighs. Work your quad muscles. Lift your butt higher. So butt towards the sky, crown towards the ground is what we're going for. One last round. Nice ribs. Welcome, Ellie. Fingertips on the ground if they're not there already. And then just curl your hands to the top of your space and rotate your toes to face forward. From here, pyramid stance. So step your back foot forward, just about a foot or two. It depends how long your legs are. You want both feet flat on the ground. Personally, I like my feet on 2 train tracks, all 10 toes face forward. Traditionally, it's feet on a balance beam with your back foot slightly angled, about 30-degree angle out to the left. So you choose what feels best for you. The objective is square hips, or the intention. Halfway lift, hands to your hips. And then as you bring your hands to your hips, bend your front knee a lot for just a second. And then I want you to super slowly re-straighten your front leg by focusing on lifting your right butt cheek up and pressing the top of your right thigh back, squeezing through your quad. So see if you can feel your quad engage, feel your right butt cheek pull back. So everything now is really lengthening. Take one more big inhale. Exhale, keep pulling your right butt cheek back, lifting it up and work into your fold. Forehead towards your shin, nose towards your knee, navel towards your spine at the bottom of each exhalation. Hands can stay at your hips if that feels helpful, or hands can come down to the ground, to a block, to your front shin. For me in this pose, I have tight hamstrings. I usually am shaking through my front leg. It's not a bad thing. It just means you've met an edge. So if you're shaking, if you're trembling, breathe into it, soften around it. Take one more round and see if you can dive just a little bit deeper. Good job. End of your exhalation, root into your front foot, and nice and easy to step forward. You're in a forward fold. Good job. Halfway lift. Inhale. Exhale, fold, let it go. Root through your feet all the way to stand, arms to the sky, high mountain pause here. So notice, what is your personal imbalance? For me, I'm usually sticking my ribs out. For some people, they might be doing the opposite, rounding. See if you can find closest thing to neutral spine, neutral pelvis, even if that means you have to bend your elbows a little bit. So be here for a moment, maybe even close your eyes and feel from the inside your optimal alignment. And then root down into your left foot, friends. Float your right knee up, standing staff. So find your balance, hug in with your inner thighs, keep your neutral spine. Soften your face, unclench your jaw. You guys look so good. Take one more inhale. As you exhale, twist to your right. Left hand can grab the outside of your right thigh or knee. Right arm can reach back behind you, or sometimes I like to press my right hand into my sacrum. Use that as a little bit of leverage to help me twist. So whatever works best for you, broaden through the front of your shoulders, through your collarbones. Hug in with your inner thighs, twist from your center, from your belly. You want more of a balance challenge, see if you can gaze back over your right hand. Take one last round. Nice job. End of your exhale, come back to standing staff, arms to the sky, option to extend right leg forward. And as you exhale, just set your right foot down. Pause here. Bring your right foot behind your left foot like you're stepping onto a balance beam. So right toes are at the back of your left heel. Whenever you're ready on an exhalation, dive down, forward fold. Keep your feet on this balance beam. And option to crawl your hands over to the left or off the left side of your yoga mat. See if you can really focus on your back leg. So root down into your right foot behind you and pull your hips back. Breathe into your right side and down the back of your right leg. Relax your neck. If you'd like to use blocks, it's a great place to use blocks. Bring the ground closer to you. Soften your face. Very nice. Nice, Laura. One last big deep breath here. As you inhale, or excuse me, I'll just say at the end of your exhale, walk your hands back to center. As you inhale, step your feet back onto however your regular stance is. So hips width distance or big toes touch, however you prefer them, and find the length in your spine. So just pause in your halfway lift for a moment. Stick your butt out. Top of your head reaches forward. One more big inhale here. As you exhale, plant your hands and step your feet back. Move through your vinyasa however you would like. See you back in downward facing dog. Jaw belly. Ujjayi breath. Whatever is there, and you just allow it to be there. So if you're feeling challenged, if there's heat building inside, so often I find myself resisting. I'm like, no, I don't want to sweat. No, I don't want to get too warm. See, if you can just be okay with that, just breathe into it. Take a break if you need to, and take some big exhales out your mouth. Next time you inhale, left leg to the sky. Good job. So maybe open your hip, maybe explore a little bit, roll out your ankle, circle out your knee. But then eventually square off your hips and feel your inner thighs hugging in. I do not care at all about height. Go for length, strength, that's square. Length, strength, and power. So pressing up through your left foot. Good. Take one more big inhale. As you exhale, left knee to your nose, so round, scoop out your belly, stay here, inhale. See if you can lift onto your back tiptoes even higher, good trace, and then step forward, nice Deepika. Softly, low lunge, rise as you are ready, crescent lunge. Good, so remember depth. We don't need to go as deep as we possibly can. That's not the intention. We're looking for a balance, effort, ease, softness, strength, stability with mobility. So hug in, create your structure, what we call the integrity of the pose, nice Sarah, and then feel a connection to your center, navel to spine, to lengthen and support your low back. So you're not squeezing your six pack and you're not sucking in your belly. You're just drawing your belly button in and up. It's a little difference. It's a subtle engagement. Feel into your own unique expression through your upper body. One more big inhale. Beautiful, nice, Kathy. Exhale, hinge forward, reach back. So first we've got an airplane lunge. See if you can feel the opening in your heart here. Feel the engagement in your back body and your connection to center. As you are ready, back foot floats off the ground. Smiley face shape is what we're going for. So use the strength in your back body. So good. Lift your heart. Use the strength in your inner thighs. Lift your heel. Nice job, Kate. Good. One last round. Come back. Good, Mikkel. Crescent lunge. Soft landing if possible. Inhale. Exhale. Hands to the earth. Find your twist. Right hand stays down. Left arm reaches up. So twisting from your center rather than from your legs. So leg stays strong, especially your back leg. Good. And then feel every exhalation, that bringing out. So breathe down into low belly, low back. Use your exhale to work your twist. Take one last round. You guys look so good. End of your exhalation, let it go. And just for this time, bring your hands all the way over the right long edge of your mat. Parallel your feet, straighten out your legs. Take this anywhere you want, about 5 to 7 breaths. It can be the same thing you did before. It can be something completely different. If you're working the fold, see if you can find that engagement through the front of your thighs. Yeah, baby. See if you can feel a connection to your center. Awesome. Wherever you're at, breath is right there with you. You don't have to work this pose actively. You can make it more passive. You can make it more restorative if you'd rather. You can grab opposite elbows, just hang out in your ragdoll pose. Maybe bend your knees and just give your quads a break for a second. So please always honor whatever you are feeling, whatever your body is calling for. Wrap up if you're working somewhere. One last breath. And then fingertips to the ground and just start to crawl your hands to the top of your space. Once again, coming back into your low lunge. And move into your pyramid stance. So step your back foot forward a foot or two, both feet flat on the ground. So you don't want your back heel lifted. Try to get both feet flat. And then you choose feet on a balance beam with your back foot at an angle, or feet on 2 train tracks with all of your toes facing forward. Halfway lift, hands to hips. So bring your fingers into the little crease at the front of your hips. Bend your front knee for a second a lot. And then use your left hand to literally push your left hip back and up. So see if you can squeeze through the front of your left thigh and lift your left butt cheek up, 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 up. It's like there's a rope attached to your left butt cheek. It's pulling up. Take one more inhale. Everything's so long. Exhale, work your fold. As you fold, left butt cheek keeps pulling up and back. Keep squeezing through the front of your thigh. Yeah, and use every breath. Dive just a little deeper, fold just a little further. So if you are shaking, if you are trembling, be with that. It's just an edge. Soften around it. Take one more. Good job, everybody. End of your exhalation. Nice, Sandra. Just step your back foot forward, nice and easy. Forward fold. Halfway lift, lengthen. Exhale, let it go. Root through your feet all the way to stand. Arms reach up. Pause here in your high mountain. So feel again, neutral spine, neutral pelvis for you as much as you can. So for me, I know that I overarch my back. So I'm just feeling into how could I come back to more neutral spine. So whatever it is for you, see if you can feel it from the inside. Start to create that awareness. Right foot will be your base, your foundation. When you are ready, left knee lift, standing staff. So hugging with inner thighs. Nice, Charles. Flex your left toes, dorsal flexion. So toes back towards your shin. Good. Slow, deep breaths. One more inhale here. As you exhale, twist towards the windows. So right arm might reach forward or right hand to the outside of left knee or thigh. Left arm can go straight back or left hand can press into your low back, into your sacrum. You might use that as a little bit of leverage. So twisting from center, keep your shoulders, your collarbones nice and broad. If you want an extra balance challenge, you can gaze back over your left fingertips. Take one more round. Good work. Come back to standing staff. Arms to the sky. Option to extend left leg. Balance is so hard. See if you can be compassionate with yourself. Take one more big inhale. Exhale, set your left foot down. And then step your left foot behind your right. So you're on a balance beam again. Your tiptoes, the backs of your toes are at the back of your right heel, or the front of your toes at the back of your right heel. One more in breath. Exhale, pull your right hip back as you dive down slowly into your fold. Now, working from here, focus on your back leg, your left leg. So more weight in your left leg, push into your left foot, option to walk your hands over to the right or off the right side of your yoga mat. Nice, Jess. And keep pulling your left hip back. Breathe up your left side. Breathe down the back of your left leg. Soften your face. Unclench your jaw. Really nice, you guys. One last round here. Bring your hands back to center. And as you inhale, halfway lift, step your feet back to however you prefer them. Hips width distance or big toes touch, stay in halfway lift. So feel into all that length, really stick your butt out. Top of your head reaches forward, back of your neck is long. One more inhale. Exhale, plant your hands, feet back, vinyasa your way. See you back in downward facing dog. If you would rather, child's pose here is absolutely welcome as well. If you want to grab a drink, please feel free. So take a moment and just come back. Just feel your body, feel your breath. Feel all that energy inside of you. We'll move through that entire sequence now as a flow. So breath to movement. It doesn't mean we speed through it as fast as we can just to get it over with. It means we move slowly and intentionally with our slow, intentional breaths. So if at any time you feel like I am cueing really slow, see if you can breathe bigger. See if you can breathe deeper. If at any time you want to take a break or you want to do something else, you want to do your own thing, always that is perfectly fine with me. So this is your practice. Let it be that. Give yourself what you need. If you are not already in down dog and you want to come with me, find your way to downward facing dog. All right, great big inhale into your dog pose. Exhale, gaze to the top of your space, step, tiptoe, or hop, forward fold. Halfway lift as you breathe in. Exhale, let it go. Press into your feet, lead with your heart all the way up. Arms reach up, big stretch. Hands to heart, exhale. Here we go, arms to the sky, breathe in. Exhale, your choice, chair plane or drinking bird. So option to float up onto your tiptoes. Stay on your tiptoes if you want to. High mountain all the way up as tall as you can grow. Squeeze your quads. Maybe stay on your tiptoes as you dive down. It's helpful to bend your knees, stick your butt out. Forward fold. Heels on the ground as you breathe into your halfway lift. Exhale, plant your hands, feet back. See if you can keep your exhale going as you lower chaturanga. Nice, Louise. Inhale, heart peels open, shoulders back and down. Exhale, hips lift, down dog. Great big inhale, right leg high, strong, powerful. Exhale, step your right foot through softly. Rise, crescent, inhale. Beautiful. Exhale, your choice. Airplane lunge or fly. Back foot floats up. Yes, back to crescent. Nice job, Kay. Soft landing, breathe in. Exhale, hands come down. Inhale, you've got a twist. Right arm to the sky. Open through the right side of your heart. Exhale, unwind. Step your back foot forward. Pyramid stance. Halfway lift as you inhale. So everything gets really long. Exhale, fold. Dive deeply. Listen, inhale, step forward, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold at the top of your mat. Rise to stand, arms to the sky, lift your right knee. Exhale, twist to your right, left hand outside of right knee, right arm back, warrior own variation. Exhale, standing staff. Come back to center, option to extend right leg. Now listen, exhale, right foot steps behind left, dive down into your fold. Little balance challenge. Inhale, halfway lift. You can adjust your feet now. Exhale, plant your hands, feet back, Chaturanga Dandasana, or skip it. Heart lifts as you inhale, shoulders back and down. Hips lift as you exhale, down dog. Ah. Inhale, left leg to the sky. Nice and knee. As you exhale, like you're stepping over something, step forward softly. Very nice, Nicole. Rise, breathe in, crescent lunge. Heart lifts, gaze lifts. Exhale, your choice, airplane lunge or option to fly. Back foot floats up. Good, and come back, crescent. Playful with your balance, inhale. Exhale, hands to the earth. Now add your twist. Left arm reaches up, open through the left side of your heart. Exhale, unwind, pyramid stance. So step your back foot forward however you like it. Halfway lift as you breathe in. And work your fold as you breathe out. Forehead toward chin, nose toward knee, navel toward spine. Step forward, come straight into your halfway lift. Inhale. Yes. Exhale, fold. Press into your feet, heart leads, rise. Arms reach up, left knee floats up. Twist, exhale towards the windows, all the way to empty in your breath. Inhale, standing staff, extend left if you want. Exhale, step your left foot behind your right foot. You're on a balance beam as you dive down. You can stay on your balance beam if you want or adjust your stance. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant your hands, feet back, move through your vinyasa or skip it. See you back in downward facing dog. If you'd rather take a child's pose, fine with me. So wherever you are at, take a moment. Feel your body, feel your breath, feel yourself in this space on your mat. Present. So everything else, see if you can let it go. You're not figuring anything out in your mind right now. You're just feeling your body. You're just noticing. You're just connecting to your own inner space. We've got one more time through that flow. I'm going to add in a few little variations, some additions. So just like you always do, stay present, listen to my cues. If they work, awesome. If not, just let them go. Take one more big inhale into your down dog. Exhale, gaze forward, however you'd like to get there. Top of your space, forward fold. Halfway lift as you breathe in, lengthen. Exhale, fold and bow. Root through your feet all the way up. A big stretch. Inhale. Hands to heart. Exhale. Okay, listen right here. Inhale, arms to the sky. Just like at the beginning, side body stretch of your choice to your right. All the way to emptying your breath. Through center with your inhale. To your left, exhale. Ah. All the way to empty and then back to center, realign. Baby back bend, cactus your arms, navel to spine protects your low back as you curl open. Inhale, come back to neutral, reach up. Now exhale, chair plane or drinking bird, option to float up to tiptoes. Stay on tiptoes if you want, all the way up, high mountain as tall as you can grow. It's your last time on your tiptoes. Maybe stay there as you dive down. Ah, so good. Heels on the ground. Nice Lizzie halfway lift. Inhale. Exhale. Plant your hands, feet back. Chaturanga. You can always skip it if you'd rather. Heart lifts as you inhale. Hips lift. Breathe out. All right, listen, right leg high, inhale. You can hold or exhale, right knee, left elbow. Push the ground away as you come forward, get as close as you can. Inhale, back up, three-legged dog. Exhale, right knee, right elbow, or aim for your armpit as high as you can. Bless you. Inhale, back up. Now, everybody, exhale, knee to your nose and step through softly. Rise, crescent. Breathe in, lift your heart. Exhale, your choice. Airplane lunge or one more chance to fly. Beautiful, Victoria. Come back to your crescent. Soft landing if possible. Inhale. Stay with it. Use your breath. Exhale, hands to the earth. Twist, right arm to the sky. Exhale, release. Step forward, pyramid stance with a halfway lift. Breathe in. Work your fold, exhale. Step your back foot forward, halfway lift, top of your space. Inhale. And fold, exhale. Root through your feet all the way up. Arms reach up, right knee lifts. Exhale, twist, and this time we're gonna hold. So option, if you have not already, to turn this into hand to big toe pose or revolve hand to big toe pose. So you might grab hold of your right foot with your left hand or your peace fingers around big toe, and then start to extend your leg forward, but only as much as you can without rounding your spine. So feel your center, your inner thighs hug in, your breath is slow and steady. Be compassionate, be playful, balance is hard. Take one last round wherever you are at your personal fullest expression today. And then slowly unwind, arms to the sky, maybe extend right if you haven't already, and exhale, right foot steps behind, left, dive down, forward fold. We're gonna pause here and option to cross your right foot over to the left even more. So now your feet, instead of on a balance beam, they're crisscross. Put more weight in your back foot, your right foot, and then option to walk your hands once again over to the left side or off the left side of your mat. Back foot is your focus. If you need to bend your front knee or come up to your front tiptoes, that's fine. Yes. Use a block if you've got one to bring the ground closer to you. Pull your right hip back. Breathe up your right side. Breathe down the back of your right leg. Yes. One last round. Come back to center with your hands. Adjust your stance however you'd like. Halfway lift. Realign. Inhale. Back to our flow. Exhale. Plant your hands. Feet back. Chaturanga. Stick with it. Inhale, heart lift, shoulders down and back. Exhale, hips lift, down dog. Left leg high, inhale. Hold here if you would like, or exhale, left knee, right elbow. Push the ground away, get as close as you can. Nice, Sandra, inhale, back up. Left to left, aim high. Yes, nice, Laurel, inhale, back up. Now everyone, knee to your nose, step forward so softly. Nice, Sarah, rise, inhale. And exhale, airplane lunge, or last chance to fly on this side. If you want to, back foot floats. So good, nice abs, come back to crescent, soft landing, inhale. Exhale, hands come down. Ah. Twist, left arm up. Breathe in, open. Exhale, unwind. Back foot steps forward. Your pyramid stance. Halfway lift. Breathe in and lengthen. Exhale, work your fold. Forehead towards shin, nose toward knee, navel towards spine. Back foot steps forward. Halfway lift, top of your mat. Inhale. And fold it in. Exhale. From the press of your feet, rise. Inhale, arms reach. Left knee lift, standing staff. And twist towards the windows with your exhale. Stay here. Option to turn it into revolve hand to big toe pose. So maybe grabbing hold of your left foot and starting to extend. Nice, Ellie. Keep hugging in with your inner thighs. Keep your spine long, shoulders broad. Stay connected to your center. That's how you're going to balance. Soft through your face. Try not to clench too hard through your jaw. Last round. Nice ribs. And then bring it back. Standing staff. Option to extend left if you haven't. And exhale. Left foot steps behind right. You're on your balance beam. Dive down. Pause here. Option to step your left foot further over to the right. So now your feet are crisscrossed instead of on a balance beam. Put more weight in your left foot, your back foot, and start to walk your hands over to the right or off the right side of your mat. Block is super helpful if you want to bring the ground closer to you. It's not making the pose any less valuable. It's just helping you be in it in a more in a way that fits your body or supports your body more effectively, more sustainably. Good job, friends. Breathe up your left side. Breathe down the back of your left leg. Relax your neck. One last round here. And then come back to center with your hands. Adjust your feet however you would like for your halfway lift. Breathe in. Exhale, plant your hands, feet back, vinyasa or skip it. See you back in downward facing dog. That was about it, River. All right. From your down dog, friends, right leg to the sky. And then guess what? Pigeon pose. You made it. Right shin forward. Set your body down nice and easy. You want your right knee towards the outer right edge of your mat rather than midline. So you want to make sure you're getting that external rotation in your outer right hip. And then just like every other pose, we're looking for that balance. So especially if you are somebody who can just naturally kind of plop into it and fall asleep in this pose, that's not how we want it to feel. So hug in. Stability is just as important. Pull front hip back, pull back hip forward. So you're plugging the femur bones into the hip socket. You want to keep that as you bow. So if you can set your right butt cheek on the ground, try not to. Imagine that invisible rope on your right butt cheek. It's pulling back and up. If you want to take it deeper at any time, there are two ways. You can either move your front shin closer to parallel with the front edge of your mat, or you can scoot your back knee back a little bit. Doesn't take too much. Big deep breaths. Take about 3 to 5 more deep breaths. Soften where you can soften. One last couple of breaths, open mouth sigh. And as you are ready, slowly, you can come with me, or if there's some other way you want to get back to down dog, please feel free. If you're in regular pigeon, you'll just slowly lift your upper body, plant your hands, tuck your back toes, and then three-legged down dog, right leg to the sky, give it a nice little shake out. Maybe roll out your ankle, whatever would feel good. Option only if you want to, only if it will serve you to flip your dog. Right foot comes down behind you, right arm reaches forward. Thanks, Chris. So heart, see if you can let it look at this front wall. See if you can lift your hips higher. Feel the strength in your back body. One more round if you're in the back bend. Everybody, regular down dog. Walk it out. If you want to make, or if you want to, you can move through a vinyasa just on your own. Come forward, lower down. Take a moment and just walk out your dog. Feel into right side versus left side. All right, friends. Inhale, left leg high. And then left shin to the top of your space. Set your body down just like you did on the other side. Find that structure first, what's called the integrity of the pose. So integrity, it's the hard stuff, right? It's the part that's not easy. It's hard to have integrity sometimes. So we're creating that structure, the part that's hard to hold, and then we're softening around it, relaxing within it. Finding with each exhale, just a sense of letting go, sense of giving in. Take about 3 to 5 more on this side. I'm just gonna leave it up to you. So when you, please don't feel rushed at all, but when you feel pretty much even on both sides, find your transition back to down dog. So if you, on the other side, took it back and flipped your dog, you may consider doing the same on this side. Maybe this side wants something different. If you want to come into a tabletop instead, take some cat cows or some hip circles. You want to take a vinyasa. So whatever movements you want to take, and then find your way back to down dog or child's pose or hero's pose, seated meditation. Wherever you end up, just feel yourself there. Feel your body, feel your breath. Good job, friends. And everyone in your next few rounds, all the way down onto your back. You can face whichever direction you would like. You can get there however you would like. Once you're on your back, just draw your knees in towards your belly and gently rock it out from side to side. Yeah, give your low back a nice little massage against the ground. Keep your right knee drawing in and extend your left leg straight forward, set it down. And then moving into a supine spinal twist, scoot your hips over to the right a little bit. Right arm can either extend out or goalpost your right arm against the ground and then roll over onto your left side. So I personally usually have to kind of scoot my hips around to get that nice line from my right shoulder down to my right hip. So feel free to scooch around a little bit if needed. Gaze up over right shoulder, or if it feels intentionally good to gaze to your left, then gaze left. Whatever you're doing, if it feels right to you, awesome. As long as it's intentional. Big, deep breath. Soft face, allowing the ground to hold more and more of your weight. Each breath. End of your next exhalation, come back to center. Keep your left leg extended. So you'll probably need to, again, kind of scoot your hips back into alignment, straight down from your shoulders is where you want your hips. Left leg stays extended. Give your right knee a squeeze up towards your right armpit. So hands around the front of your shin or back of your thigh. Take a couple big Buddha belly breaths as you squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. And then turn it into a half happy baby. Sole of your right foot faces up. Grab your foot. If that's too much, grab your ankle. Back of your thigh is even fine. Try to feel into a neutral spine as much as possible. So backs of your hips stay rooted. Backs of your shoulders grounded. Or at least that's the intention. One more big deep breath. Pull down with your right arm. And then release your right leg, either a full body stretch or any other neutralizing movement that would feel good to you. Maybe give your knees a squeeze, maybe windshield wiper your knees, or big full body stretch, reach long. As you are ready, friends, we'll take the other side. So your left knee towards your belly, your right leg extends forward. And then make your way into your twist. So hips scoot over to the left arm extends out to the left, roll over onto your right side. If there's another variation of the twist you'd rather take, of course, that's fine with me. Big, deep breaths. Each exhale, just letting your body melt a little bit more. As you feel just about even on both sides, come back to center. And same thing, kind of adjust your hips. Give your left knee a big hug up towards your left armpit. Couple big Buddha belly breaths as you squeeze your knee in and up. And then half happy baby. After a couple breaths or so, nice, Chris, and your half happy baby, turn it into a full happy baby. And in your full happy baby, you can either hold and breathe, or you can explore, rock it out. Extend one or both legs. Bring your feet, soles of your feet together. Press your knees out wide and forward. Bring your legs together like you're in a forward fold on your back, almost a plow pose. So lots of ways to explore. Give yourself as long as you want, exploring in happy baby. And then any last poses, any finishing poses of your choice, go there. Give yourself about 10 breaths to finish off your practice. And if that means going straight into your Shavasana, perfect. So as you are ready, friends, just start your own transition into your own final relaxation. So the traditional corpse pose is perfect. If there's any other position that will allow you to more fully relax, let go, please feel free to take that instead. If you want to give yourself one last big, huge falling out breath, please feel free. As you guys settle in, my reading for you is by Jeff Brown. It's from his book called Soul Shaping. He says, I cannot help but marvel at the human capacity to overcome tremendous suffering and find a way to go on. It would be one thing if we released all our holdings right after the trauma, but that we continue to carry them and still find the faith to believe in a better tomorrow. It's simply heroic. I think of the shadow material that takes up space inside many of us. Repressed emotions, unsaid words, armored musculature, collective trauma. And then I marvel at our capacity to weave optimism, faith, and determination into the heart of it. Minefields and gold mines sitting side by side in the inner valley. Let's stop looking for our heroes out there. They are staring at us in the mirror. For these last few moments, just feel yourself as this really spectacular, just creature that you are. All the aliveness inside of you, all the stories inside of you, all the layers inside of you. And let yourself just rest there with it all. Wondering, marveling at your capacity just to keep going, just to keep showing up. So feel yourself here in this space, showing up for yourself right now. Just feeling yourself on the ground, letting whatever is inside of you just have space to be felt and acknowledged and held. These last few moments, rather than tuning out, tune in, connect with whatever's flowing through you. Let everything else fall away. Shavasana.
Take a deep breath in. And let it go. And start to gently wake up your body, wiggle your fingers and toes. Sometimes I like to rub my hands together and place them on top of my eyes. So anything that you would like, you can give yourself a little temple massage, forehead massage. Eventually roll to either side, fetal position, and just give yourself a couple breaths there. Maybe even imagining, visualizing your practice, the energy from it, anything that came through for you, visualizing it just soaking into your body, seeping in, absorbing in. And then use the strength in your arms, keep your body as relaxed as possible, and come up into your seated meditation. So right back where we began. Close your eyes and gather your hands to your own heart. We will close and seal this practice together with one great big collective Om. So try your best to not worry about how you sound, but focus on how it feels. So let your voice move through you like your own vibration and feel it as it comes out of you. Make it come all the way down from your belly, from your gut, not just up in your head and your throat. So start by exhaling, emptying out, clear your throat if needed. And breathe in your voice. Thank you all so much for being here and letting me guide you. Namaste. All right, my friends, good job. Thank you so much for coming. If you have any questions, feel free to ask. Have a lovely rest of your day. You're so welcome. It's all Ruby. C knows everything. Mwah. See the star. I go.